What if a wildfire wasn't caused by nature, but by human hands quietly striking from the shadows? In southern Argentina, a series of raging wildfires tore through the landscape, consuming nearly 12,000 hectares of land in a matter of days. What began as scattered fires quickly turned into an emergency that threatened entire communities. The flames advanced toward critical infrastructure, placing a power plant, a local school, and multiple rural properties directly in danger. Firefighters worked around the clock, battling unpredictable winds and dry terrain as residents faced the terrifying possibility of evacuation. Authorities confirmed that the fires spread rapidly across grasslands and wooded areas, destroying farmland and pushing dangerously close to inhabited zones. Roads were affected, power supplies were at risk, and emergency services were stretched thin as multiple fire fronts burned at once. What raised even greater concern was the suspicion that some of these fires may have been deliberately set. Officials publicly stated that while investigations were still ongoing, not all ignition points appeared natural. The possibility of intentional fire setting transformed the disaster from an environmental crisis into a potential criminal case. No suspects were immediately named, and no arrests were announced at the time. Investigators began examining burn patterns, ignition locations, and witness reports to determine whether human involvement played a role in igniting the blazes. For residents, the fear was immediate and personal. Homes, livelihoods, and essential services stood in the path of destruction. For authorities, the challenge went beyond extinguishing the flames. It became about uncovering whether someone had knowingly endangered lives and infrastructure. As the fires were gradually brought under control, one question remained unresolved. Were these wildfires the result of extreme conditions alone, or the consequence of deliberate human action? At the time of reporting, authorities stated that the cause of the wildfires remained under active investigation, noting that some of the fires may have been deliberately set. Though no definitive conclusions had yet been reached, the blazes affected approximately 12,000 hectares of land, placing critical infrastructure such as a power plant, a school, and multiple rural properties at serious risk. Despite the scale of the destruction and the danger posed to nearby communities, no arrests had been publicly confirmed, and officials continued examining burn patterns and ignition points to determine whether human involvement played a role in starting the fires. If wildfires are proven to be deliberately started, should arson that threatens entire communities be punished as a form of domestic terrorism? Why or why not?